So I think every one of us has had a time when there's been like a committee in your mind. You just hear thoughts over and over again. How do you quiet those incessant thoughts? It's almost like you have your own little heckling group following you around, telling you everything you suck in life at. And that's terrible. And honestly, that tape loop is stuck because of programming from our childhood, or what mentors have told us, or what people have told us that we look up to, or loved ones, or things like that. So what do you do? Like, what can you obviously possibly do? Like, if you don't have a therapist to run to, you don't have someone to outsource it to. So when I feel those ways, I go by the triple F rule, where I feel it. I let myself have a moment with it. And maybe you have to cry about it. Maybe you have to get mad. Maybe you have to scream. Maybe you have to pretend that you're actually talking to somebody because it's something to do with someone else. Or maybe you're just frustrated with yourself, but you have a moment and you feel it. The second F is forgive. So you have to forgive it. You can go through the entire forgiveness exercise, which I went through in a whole nother video. So that would be the forgiveness exercise video where you can write it out. You can also just be like, I forgive you, and just say it out loud. I forgive you, Teagan, and I forgive you, person, whoever, and list what it was, or just say, I forgive you, and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it, because it is about repetition. And the synapses in our brain are very smart. So the things that we do all the time, they tend to make a quicker way to get to that path. So if you're inclined to forgive yourself, then generally when you do something that's not according to your code or out of character, your body will be receptive to forgiveness. So meaning you won't store it. It'll just hit your bubble and come off. So you feel it, you forgive it, and then forgo it. Because I didn't want to say forget, because there's this element of it's not really forgetting, even though if you do forget, that's great, because your body's saying I don't need this memory anymore. You don't need to even mess with it anymore. It's just done. It's beyond. But forgo it. Don't hang on to it. And if it comes up again, rinse and repeat. Go through the forgiveness exercise again. Affirm it to yourself. Let yourself feel it again. Maybe it's an onion layer thing. Maybe it's something that was happening to you for a long period of time. That stuff goes deep. It's like the roots of the trees, man. You gotta get in there. And it's, you just want to be man, and not let anything happen. But you are in control of your body, and you are also in control of your mind. So when you hear that tape loop, take a moment. I always ask myself, did I mean harm? If I mostly feel bad for things I've done to others versus things I've done to myself. I'm learning to kind of see when I wrong myself in that manner. But so I'm did I mean to do harm? And if I didn't, I'm okay, I didn't mean to hurt them. I've said my sorries. That's all I can do. So I feel it, and then I forgive it, because I'm holding on to it, right? So it's letting myself drink poison but hope someone else dies. That whole anger thing, that's kind of like forgiveness when it comes to yourself. And then the forgo it is just letting go of it, right? You're just allowing yourself to breathe through it and not hold on to that emotion. And you might have to repeat a bunch of times, because sometimes it doesn't come out all in one pop. It's kind of like antibiotics or any other thing that you're trying to get out of your body. So incessant thoughts are just things that your spirit are hey, we got to deal with this. We got to deal with this. It's something that is still stuck somewhere. And once you let it go, you'll notice that maybe even physical things will let go. And you can learn more about that kind of stuff in Your Biology is Your Biography video. So if you want to know more about that premise, you can get the Anatomy of the Spirit book by Caroline Miss. I will make sure to link that in the comments and all that good stuff underneath there. If this video is helpful for you, please like it, subscribe, maybe send it to someone, and I look forward to seeing you all soon.